Mike, it's pretty clear early in this game the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on 4th down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces the turnover on downs.
Daniels starts with a pass. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play. You put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. The tight end Ertz in motion. First carry for the versatile Austin Eckler. And they'll bring him down just shy of midfield, but that is enough. It's a 1st down.
His 49-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. And the Washington 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. That's McLaurin open on the left side. 11 yards on the pass there. Good for a Commander's 1st down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Eckler now on 1st and 10. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So you've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
Over the middle, he's got McLaurin. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They hook up again, 2nd time on this drive, and this one's good for 18 yards and a 1st down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the 1st down.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. Commanders with the football to begin the 2nd quarter. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8 as we are ready to get back underway. He'll tuck it and take off. And he will score! Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The extra point by Gay is good, and the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead. out. Here's Gay to kick this one away. Here's Gould on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Colts offense ready now for their second drive. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. Play action, it's Jones. Off-balance throw, it's complete. He's close to a first down, the gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
One of the biggest challenges of playing zone defense is defending a quarterback when they break contain of the pocket. All the zones have to move along with the quarterback, and it is just a lot of stress put back there, and you're able to find a soft spot, and they're able to connect.
They'll work the middle here with Taylor. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Fake the handoff. Now Jones. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stop the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Shotgun now for Jones. Open man downfield. It's Warren. 23 yards on that pass play. First down, Indianapolis.
Good for a goal.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies, but the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass, and I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
The short pass taken in by Warren. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up first down.
And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. To throw, it's Jones. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Third down and 9. Jones keeping this one. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. Spencer Schrader comes on to try the field goal. This will be from 42 yards out. His kick is good. And the Colts are on the board just before halftime.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Luke McCaffrey. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Commanders' offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. In motion is Brown. Daniels now on 1st down. Left side, it's caught by Brown.
A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 29-yard line.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Trying to get that one to Noah Brown. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break. So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up 1st and 2nd down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking everybody.
3rd and a yard, it's Daniels. He'll try to run for it. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
Now at the 35-yard line, a gain of 12. First down, Commanders.
Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hanson for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hanson, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Austin Eckler now to return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Commanders offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll do so with 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Eckler. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
They run it once more with Eckler. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they certainly didn't allow the loss on first down, Mike, to scare him out of this run game here on second down. But now after taking a loss on first and second, it puts him in a tough spot here coming up on third down.
The last two runs each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Daniel's going to keep this himself. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
And Washington first down.
This defense has had their share of troubles trying to contain this quarterback today, Mike. This time they go to the zone read. The defender goes after the running back, and the quarterback pulls it, keeps it himself, and has a huge gain for a first down.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up second down.
From the 35, here's second down and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He takes off, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
And he's is going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
They'll run here with Eckler. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Austin Eckler. Touchdown, Commanders. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Now Gay for the extra point. He's got it. And the Commanders extend their advantage to 14-3. Thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. So, after the touchdown, here's Jay to kick this one away. Here's Gould on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Colts offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. Jones. That one over the middle to the tight end. He's got one. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A pickup there of 28 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Deron Payne in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
To throw is Jones. And this one is caught by Pierce. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass. Because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
In motion comes Pittman. Throwing is Jones on 3rd down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds.
At their own 16-yard
The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick 1st down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. And we see a lot of this as they begin the 4th quarter on the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 29-yard line.
To throw is Daniels. That's going to be incomplete. Covering very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. On 4th down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Tress. Way to punt. Back deep, Anthony Gould. A fair catch. He's going to call it, take it right around his own 30-yard line. Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more, they'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Gun, it's Jones. Short one, and caught by 1. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Open man is down. He's got it. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They picked up 17 through the air. That's good for a Colts first down.
And despite things looking pretty bleak at the moment, I think you got to respect the fact they're out there swinging. They're trying to pull off a double-digit comeback here in the fourth quarter.
He's got a receiver. That's Michael Pittman. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the second half.
It's a designed run with Jones. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Jones. He's got it at the 3. And he will score! Game on! Alec Pierce. Touchdown Colts. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So here we go. Colts trying to get a little bit closer. They'll go for 2 now.
The Colts will line up for the 2-point conversion.
We'll go with Taylor on the ground. And he cannot get in. The try for 2 comes up empty, so unable to get within a field goal. The difference remains 5. Things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. To return, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. To begin the drive with Eckler. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll throw with Daniel. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, the Commanders about to send this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. So, Daniel Jones and the Colts down 14-9. A minute 51 on the clock. They need a touchdown. Field goal is worthless now as they come up with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. The outside, hauled in by Pittman. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Now Jones. Quickly out to Downs on the receiver screen. And they bring him down, but not until he gets to the 45-yard line. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
At the 45-yard line.
Jones. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Here's 2nd down. Jones to the air again. Defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
9 yards to go.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Again, they'll throw with Jones. He's got his tight end. That's one. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their 2nd. Clock stops with 1 minute and 6 to go in this one.
The Colts, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. Again, it's Jones. Over the middle and taken in by Pittman. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
A short pass taken in by Warren. The Colts will signal for their third and final timeout. Clock stops with 33 seconds remaining.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Jones going to try and throw on third down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. The Colts are going to be set up with a first and goal. They're able to convert there on 3rd and 3.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
This game has certainly not been for the faint of heart, Mike. I mean, we've been riding the ups and downs the entire time, but what a job by this offense. Game on the line to find a way to score and take the lead with very little time remaining.
Line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to try to run it in. And he is not able to get to the goal line, so they stop him and up the lead up to 3. It remains a 1-point game. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. Luke McCaffrey to return it from his end zone. And he is going to be taken down, and that is going to do it. So it's a win for the Colts. It was a closely fought affair, but they're able to survive, and they eke out a 1-point victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts, winners here in the Circle City, as we say so long from Indianapolis.
This speech is my recital. I think it's very vital to rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky. It's uptight. Here we go. It's tricky to rock around. To rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky. It's tricky. 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 It's tricky to rock around. To rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky. 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 I met this little girlie. Her hair was kind of curly. Went to her house and out. I had to leave real early. All they just say is, or spend some time and rock a rhyme. I said it's not that easy. It's tricky to rock around, that's right, on time, it's tricky. How is it, Dave? It's tricky. It's tricky to rock around, that's right, on time, it's tricky. Tricky. In New York, the people talking try to make us rhyme.
ain't never been a skate town. On a national, you know it go down.
Kilo Ali flow. Look, from the east side on a Friday night, met a bunch of to the Golden Glide. The lows and highs, me and all the bros in a stolen ride. Like, man, they outside, so I'm staying inside. Show you and I vibe, take a few. Like Tupac, I seen a bunch of mean guys in a bandana tie. Throwing up the west side, give it side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize. I ain't surprised to ride the killer vibe. Probably be the reason you die, trying to feel alive. But I'm incentivized by in the thighs, gripping on it like I'm picking the prize. They hit the crib where the collide, but really ain't tripping. We can kick it and ride through the pull up the Moreland, bro. West End, what's happening? All that outside.
Camden Road, got cash to blow, hollering at the green 90s foreign. Got me using my 90s eyes. She was choosing in the parking lot. I was looking too, keep my number locked. I made on the couch at your mama house. Ride around, bump loud with the window down. Some of y'all done lost y'all mind. Baby, let me see you pop, that's fine. I can see from the front and I knew at once I was gonna have to walk back by. From the spots, but I be on Old Neck. Better pull up on my cousin on Rainbow Drive. Whip clean, let the paint don't dry. Where you from? Claim your sorry.
What's happening? Southside, Clayco, you know what's up. Oh, damn, I don't even come up. Hit Catcade on the Sundays, say a parking lot prayer, no. I just wanna kick back, relax, shout it in the Monday. How about the seat slide? It's nice to meet you, green eyes. Let's take a lap by, bring you right back to your friends before they start tripping. As I see the from the glide with the golden teeth. I don't even know if they notice me. They don't even know that we way too deep. I'm from the west and they from the east, and all white tees looking like sheep. I don't even wanna get sneaks. We throwing up fours and ones and threes and talking about west end, what's happening? Hey, we just pulled up the Moreland, bro. Where you at? Southside, Clayco, so that.
You ain't never been to skate town. On a national, you know it go down. You ain't never been to Cascade. On the west side, up in LK. You ain't never been to Golden Glide. It's in the day. You ain't never been to Sparkles, gliding with your babe. I ain't never been to Skate Zone, cause it's out in Marlboro. I'ma pack a carload. I'ma take the grass and meet tomorrow.
Bring it, yeah, bring it, song, so bring it, I don't bring it out, this will reach out, so let it take out, ugly.
When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check, and you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the place, true indeed. Yes, I got the record, that's word on my feed. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood, everybody like Junior Reed. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide rockers make the world stampede. Yo, Willie, make we roll some man charge. Now I must proceed. Yo, we about to make moves, set speed. Beast to baby, Vice Q-Tip, Ali Shaheed. Watch me out like Apollo Creed. Body, making you just feed more dynamic flows and take heed. Need more information, homeboy, than just read. Hey, you can read all about the pure breed. Do the noble dance, my duty, pepper seed. When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. I got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check, and you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect. I got you all in check. How dare you ever try to step on my suede shoes? Top Gun shut down your firm like Tom Cruise. blues. Please, let me get down and blow a fuse. Acting fool, breaking way down to molecules. Yo, let me get you with my ill street blues. Bust the rhymes, always in lines, the street